Well, the French Quarter is mourning the loss of a Bourbon Street icon. Earl Bernhardt, the owner of several popular bars, including the Tropical Isles, passed away last night from natural causes. He was best known for inventing the popular drink, the hand grenade, and was the founder of the Bourbon Street Merchants Association. He and his business partner, Pam Fortner, are fixtures in the community. We are told there will be a second line in his honor, but those details are still being finalized. He will be missed.